Nintendo Summer Sale is going on, and you can honestly find a ton of really quality experiences for good prices. Zach has been covering that, and he has made his recommendation, and I actually agree with a lot of them. There are a lot of great games that you can get on the low right now. I decided to scrape the bottom of the barrel though. Not for bad games necessarily, because most of the games I'm about to talk about are honestly pretty quality. Some are like great even, but they were all so cheap. I paid less than $3 for everything. I even paid 3 cents for one of the games, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But before we do, I just want to thank you for being here. Make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Gabe here. Let's talk about some cheap games. The first one that we are going to talk about is probably my favorite of the bunch, and that is Not a Hero Super Snazzy Edition, which is down to $2.59 from the usual price of $12.99. This sale is running up until the 17th, so you still have a couple of days to get on board if you think it looks cool. And boy oh boy, does this game look cool. I love the art style. I love the music. We've seen a lot of games, and we continue to see games on Switch where, hey, you kind of just go clear the room. That's a genre on Switch now, for better or worse. But this one has a really fun art style, and the music is awesome. It also has a cool, funny, engaging story that you can either partake in or completely ignore because it just happens in the menu when you're getting ready for the next mission. And I find myself kind of just sitting there for minutes on end, listening to the orders that my characters are being given. Speaking of characters though, that's another one of my favorite things. Different characters have different abilities and things that they're good at. Samantha can run and shoot. You have a shotgun character. You have a character that's, a little bit quicker but does less damage. He can like slide and roll. Each character you unlock is going to bring something new to the equation as far as gameplay goes, and that is just something that a lot of these games don't do. They teach you the gameplay, and yeah, a lot of times it's hard to mess up gameplay in games like this because at their core they are so simple, but this one does keep introducing fun new things. I really like going back and replaying some of the levels and experimenting with the different characters I've unlocked, because aside from just, hey, clear the room, which is, the premise of the game, and make it to the next point in the map where you want to go, there are also different goals for you to meet if you want to be a perfectionist. There is that extra difficulty, although you will just die a lot and there's no penalty for dying, obviously, just restart the level. But trying to meet those goals and try to get a perfect run on each level, it's been a really fun time. I haven't finished the game or anything like that, but this is one that I'm going to continue to play. I really enjoy it in handheld mode as well. That gets a big thumbs up from me. Don't sleep on Not a Hero. It's a fantastic price, $2.59. If you're able to go pick it up now, within the first couple of days that this video is up, you're going to have a good time. You won't regret it. And hey, it's less than $3. You cannot possibly go wrong. If anything, just sit there and listen to the music. The music itself is worth it. It's awesome. Up next, we have Downwell, which is down to 99 cents from the original $2.99 price. It's not a huge discount dollar-wise, but percentage-wise it is. The sale also ends on the 17th, so you have a few days to check it out. I love the super bite-sized gameplay loops of this game. The one thing that I will say that I don't like about Downwell, and it's not even Downwell's fault, is that I'm terrible at Downwell. Although I am getting better at the game, you still unlock things even though you don't go super far. There is still progression. The procedurally generated elements are super fun. I like getting those new weapons. I have my favorites now. I love that laser that shoots down and kind of just decimates everything in its path. Getting to the bottom of the well to reach that next section so you can get a power-up that hopefully, if you cross your fingers hard enough, gets you some more health so that you can continue on your adventure in each of the runs is oh so exhilarating. Collecting as many as those red gems in order for you to get to that next store so that you can, again, hopefully buy some health is a really fun time for me. The game is really cheap to begin with, and I think that it's worth it at the $3 price point, but you can't go wrong with 99 cents, and there are some unique ways to play the game. This is one of the few games that you can play vertically on Nintendo Switch, and it makes perfect sense. This next one is a little bit weird, but I can assure you is a ton of fun. Zach has been talking about Astral Bear's Party for years now. He loves the game, especially at 99 cents, and the game finds itself at that price point quite often. I finally own it myself. I've previously only played with Zach. If you have local friends or family members to play this with, you are gonna have a ton of fun. Way more than 99 cents worth of fun. You'll probably have a good $5 or $10 worth of fun, and I don't super know how to measure fun in terms of money, but Astral Bears kind of helps with the equation. If you have friends, cousins, sisters, brothers, doesn't matter, where you can all play, and this is only local, you are gonna have an amazing time. You're looking at the game now and it looks very simple, right? There's this like little world and you're a bear with a line of some color following you around, and your goal is to outlive and outperform your friends. And it's amazing. It even has like Mario Kart style stats where certain bears have, better speed, but their handling isn't as good. I thought that was like super cool. And I can't wait until we are able to visit once again and have Switch parties once again, because now I can finally have Astral Bears being part of my next one. Quarantines, please lift soon so that we can all hang out. I hope everyone's staying safe out there, by the way. But when it is time to be all together again in the same room, try out Astral Bears Party. Bastion from Supergiant Games is a solidified indie classic in my mind. It comes from the XBLA heyday back on Xbox 360 and now is on Nintendo Switch. You can pick it up for $2.99 right now as opposed to the original $14.99 price, and the sale ends on the 17th. You have a couple of days to go get it, and if you haven't played Bastion yet, do yourself a favor and right that wrong. It's perfect for the Nintendo Switch and playing on the go. It's also beautiful enough that you can play it on your big screen TV and you're gonna have a great time no matter what. I forgot how awesome the Supergiant joint was. It has amazing music, tight gameplay, a cool narrator with a sultry voice that keeps the story pushing. There's a bunch of weapons, there's RPG elements and upgrades, cool art style, intriguing fun story that unravels over time, very mysterious. There is so much to love here, and boy oh boy do I love Bastion. I didn't have it on Switch. I own it on a lot of other platforms including PC, Xbox, and yeah, it's all over the place now. But none of those platforms let you take it on a go, and it's been a few years since I've experienced it, so I decided to go pick it up because it was so cheap, $2.99. I figured why not have one of my favorite indie games ever with me on the Nintendo Switch anytime I want it, and I don't regret the decision whatsoever. I started off by just playing the early portions of the game to capture some footage, and next thing you know, a couple hours went by. I kind of forgot that I was recording with a purpose, and I just kept playing because the game is just that awesome to me. I think that Bastion is an absolutely must play. And yeah, it's a little bit older and it's been on other places before, but if you've somehow missed this one, go buy it right now. I hope that's what you're doing right this second. Not only is Runner 3 a really fun time, but it also has a connection to another Nintendo franchise, and it's a big one. We'll get into that right now, but I picked it up for $1.39, down from its original price of $19.99. At $19.99, I don't know if I would recommend Runner 3, but if you can get it for $1 and change, absolutely pick it up, because it is narrated by Charles Martinet, the one and only voice of Mario. So there's your Nintendo connection right there. The game's really cool. It has amazing music that you actually help make as you continue through the level and pick up the collectibles. For every collectible you get, like a percussion hit or a snare or a hi-hat kicks in too. It's really, really cool. I love it. So the replayability is there because you're going to want to go back and collect as many of those collectibles as you possibly can. I personally don't get them all on the first try. I just get through the level and eventually I can come back and make my way through again. I was pleased to find that I had a really good time with it, especially at that price point. It is a runner, so you know whether you like those games or not. Some people think that they're like uber simplistic because it kind of just like plays part of the game for you, but there is some genuine difficulty in this one, especially if you want to be able to get all of those collectibles like I mentioned before. For $1.39, it's a no-brainer. Unfortunately, I think that the sale is going to end at midnight tonight, so unless you're watching this right when we upload it, you might not be able to pick it up at the price, but it does have a history of going on sale often, so maybe make a mental note and come back to it in the future when it does inevitably go on sale again. Alright, we have gotten to my favorite part of the video, and that is where I get to talk about Troll and I. Alright, I picked up Troll and I for $2.99. The sale ends on June 17th. The original price is $29.99, $30. It is 90% off. And even at $2.99, I feel like you should not get Troll and I. Look, I'm one of those type of people that has a morbid curiosity for things that are terrible, right? When I hear like, hey, this movie is like horrible, it's one of the worst movies ever, I am then instantly interested in watching it. Same with like a TV show, movies, games, anything that is like laughably bad, I'm there for it because I just want to experience something horrible sometimes. Because to gauge quality, you also got to know what not quality looks like. And I want to tell you, what you're looking at right now, there's nothing wrong with the video. There was nothing wrong with the capture. This is just how the game runs on Switch. Troll and I is one of the worst games on Nintendo Switch, and it is criminal that they sold it for $29.99 at one point. And at $2.99, I barely even think it's passable. So I just wanted to say that I wanted to try one of the games that I've heard over and over and over again that is horrible on Switch. I wanted to play the low entry fee and figure it out for myself, experience it for myself. I played the game for half an hour and then I instantly noped right out of there. I want nothing to do with it. I am not going to go back to Troll and I instantly went and deleted it. And that's all you got to know about Troll and I. Please don't get it. But I'm just letting you know that that's what I ended up doing. And if maybe you've had the same morbid curiosity, go check it out, I guess. Or don't, because it's bad. But hey, if you want to see for yourself like I did, go for it. Last and definitely least is now Quest for the Golden Duck. I got this game for 3 cents because it cost 3 cents. Have no interest in playing Quest for the Golden Duck, but I said, hey, I want to see what a 3-cent game looks like on Switch. It is now back to its regular $9.99 price point. I don't recommend that anybody gets it at the $9.99 price point. At the 3-cent price point, I don't know. I mean, you could play it around for like half an hour. It's a generic Pac-Man clone that maybe might be fun if you have friends to play it with locally, but if you're by yourself like I was when I was playing it, I mean, it's a very generic Pac-Man clone that doesn't do anything especially good or especially bad, I guess. It's just kind of there, and it's a Pac-Man clone, and it's a completely budget game. And the entire time I played, which, you know, wasn't a long time, but enough. I heard one song the entire time, and it was just a loop, and it kind of made my head hurt. So, I don't know, maybe Quest for the Golden Duck is fun, but this is what 3 cents gets you on Switch. And that's all I wanted to know. Like, hey, 3 cents, you can go outside and just walk down the street and you'll probably find 3 pennies scattered around. So I decided to just bite the bullet and go for it and see what it was going to be like. And 3 cents, look, I'll say this. I feel better about Quest for the Golden Duck than I did about Troll and I, because, you know, 3 cents is just throwaway money, I guess. And $3 for Troll and I was, you know, it's still $3. I don't know. Maybe if like I said, if you have brothers, sisters, friends, and you want to play Quest for the Golden Duck together, maybe then it'll be a good time. But if you're playing it solo, it's not great. I just wanted to tell you about my experience with a 3-cent game on Switch. And there you have it. That was my haul of super cheap games I picked up for the summer sale. Now, don't get it twisted. There is a lot of really quality stuff out there. Go check out Zach's recent sales videos for that information. But I will say, even for the less than $3 price point that I set on myself, Not a Hero, Downwell, Astral Bears, Bastion, and Rented 3 are really good, and you could go pick them up for dirt cheap, or you could have picked them up for dirt cheap, depending if the sale is over or not, and you could have a fun time with that. Troll and I stay away from. Quest for the Golden Duck just exists, and I have nothing else to say about it. That's the recap. That's what we got. Overall, I was happy with it. I now own more games on Switch, so that's always a good thing. They're digital. Build that digital library. Have some more cool stuff to play when your friends come over if you pick up Astral Bears. So there you go. A fun time all around. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if you are picking any of these games up. And I also want to know what's the cheapest game you've bought and what did you think about it? What are some of the cheap games that you guys pick up? I'm very curious. Sound off in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not part of the SwitchForce army yet. Join the Switch Strong Discord server. Link is in the description, where there is a bunch of super positive people where you can talk about Animal Crossing and everything else Nintendo. And that's pretty much it. Like the video if you haven't already done so. We will catch you on the next one. SwitchForce out.